Our medical editor, Dr. Tim Johnson, profiles a young writer whose life ended far too soon and how the book that was his dream lives on, thanks to a promise that his family made.
Whenever I feel like crying, I smile hard instead. I turn my sadness upside down and stand it on its head.
Barbara Saltzman never gets tired of hearing that verse from the children's book, The Jester Has Lost His Jingle. For her, those words capture the essence of the fable and its author and illustrator, her son David.
Everything that he wrote and drew was imbued with that spirit of making people feel good about themselves and letting them know they had the power to turn their lives right side up and to turn their sadness upside down.
That October, he wrote in his journal, "If the worst does happen to me, I want that book finished and in the hands of those who love me."
He was a little concerned that he might not finish it. And we said, David, you work on it, and we promise you this book will be finished and the world will love it and people will see it and it will be done in the way you want it done.
David died the following spring, just before his 23rd birthday. But his family was determined that his book would live. And David quickly comes alive to the children who love his book, like 8-year-old Maureen Daly.
Well, he just sits by your sides and tries to make you feel better by making you laugh.
That's good.
It actually works.
It does work. Did it help you yesterday?
Barbara Saltzman has read this book.
Thousands. I can't even begin to count how many. It's hiding inside of
Me.
That's right.
It's the story her son David wrote as a senior project at Yale. It was published and Barbara has dedicated her life to sharing it, usually to kids who have seen more hospitals than backyards, like Malcolm, who's fighting cancer as hard as he can.
And he walked his funny walk.
And this book and the story and just the whole feeling and spirit of optimism behind it helps kids and families recognize that we're all working together and that we're going to get through this.
To make people laugh and fill them with glee.
And his mom is spreading it in as many doses of hope as she can.
Emily Olvera, who suffers from a rare form of leukemia, also holds on to her doll every time she is in the hospital for treatment. For children like them who go through procedures such as spinal taps, radiation, and bone marrow aspirations, the Jester and Pharley doll is more than just a toy.
Usually when I go to a doctor's appointment, I take out Farley and I try and hold him still so I won't make his bells jingle, and that means I'm going to stay still for my treatment and that I won't move.
It's up to us to make a difference.
It's up to us to care.
It's a gift from the heart from these children from Lincoln Elementary to these children suffering from cancer at the Miller Children's Hospital in Long Beach. Students read books so others could have books to read and dolls to hold. Each student read thousands of pages in just 1 week.
2,288 pages.
No longer funny.
Barbara Saltzman's son wrote this book. Now she's heading up this literacy and outreach program for children here and everywhere. In fact, this program will be implemented at schools not only throughout Southern California, but throughout the nation. The nearly 200 students who took part at Lincoln also made Get Well cards. These young hometown heroes are now serving as inspiration for other students at their school to do the same. Sophia Choi, CBS 2 News.
How would you like to help some local Cub Scouts help sick children? All you have to do is buy a book.
And here with the details on this great cause is Barbara Saltzman and Cub Scout Patrick Lowenstein.
What we'd like to do is we raise funds to donate the book to children all over the country in children's hospitals and other centers where they treat children with cancer. And when children are diagnosed, they receive the Jester book and the Jester and Pharley doll to help them get through all of the issues that they're going to be dealing with.
I'm sorry for your loss, but what a wonderful inspiration, you know, continuing his legacy. So good for that.
Thank
you.
Patrick,
how do you feel being involved with this project as a Cub Scout?
I feel good knowing that I'm helping children going through rough times.
So, when you're feeling lonely or sad or bad or blue, remember where laughter's hiding. It's hiding inside of you. The end.